Hey everybody, just want to make a quick, short live from the hospital. I am now in the hospital, and I had an erectile implant. But this live was not supposed to be about that topic. Just a short reminder, basically, about how important it is to be grateful for our bodies. It's often heard that transgender people who decide to do a transition, and especially if they decide, hello there, decide to do body changing surgeries, that they, dislike their bodies, and especially like they don't even go. Hello, thank you. Sending good healing vibes to you. Thank you very much. Like when people dislike their bodies, they don't really think about thanking their bodies. And that's what I'm inviting you all to do. Like, of course, I am born in this body, but this is my body. And I love it, and I appreciate it for all it gives me. It gives me life. It breathes and it heals. It heals for me. And now I'm facing some struggles at the hospital. And this surgery is one of the most most rich on complications, let's say. And hello, hi. Without the attitude of gratitude, how they say, it's really not so easy to get through. There are good times and there are bad times, and until now I went through these surgeries with a very, very positive state of mind. I thought of these surgeries as of things which I was looking towards. I was looking for getting them, and I was very happy to get them. And every time there were any complications, I looked at this as challenges, and that's what I am totally inviting you to do if you are coping or facing complications in your surgeries. One coping mechanism is really to be grateful. If you see that something doesn't go the way you expected your surgery to go, it's very easy to try and find somebody to blame. Whose fault is it that it happened this way? Like maybe it's a surgeon, or maybe it's my stupid body who just doesn't want to heal the way I want it to heal. And that's not the attitude which is helpful, because this is the attitude, hey there, of scarcity, and the attitude it should be is the attitude of abundance, like being, thank you, and welcome. Like right now I am in a situation where I am feeling most vulnerable, I would say, since I've been through all the surgeries which are known for trans men: mastectomy, hysterectomy, colpectomy, which is also called vaginectomy, and the phalloplasty surgeries. And this final one is actually, and I feel it, I see it, I experience it right now, is the most complicated one. It's at least, it feels for me like this. It is most complicated in the sense that there are so many things which can go wrong. With phalloplasty, there are things which can go wrong. Urethral channel. There are so many problems with that. Could arise. Not everybody has complications, but people do. And there are people, trans men, I know, who go undergo so many correction surgeries, and it's really, really tough on the psyche. And I've been very, very lucky until now. So far, I did have some complications. My brother-in-law who lives in abundance taught me to specify abundance of good when meditating. Yes, exactly. Thank you for pointing that out. What meditations and other things I also apply and recommend applying, like self-hypnosis, for example. This is something which has been helpful for me right now. And to back to what I was saying, the complications, they can happen, and then also you can cope with them. The doctors have solutions. You just have to, be open and really rely on their expertise. Of course, we should read and inform ourselves, read literature, and go and talk to people who also experienced and make their experience with such surgeries, to be able to to know what the doctors are saying about these surgeries, and also to be able to ask specific questions. But when I have already decided on the clinic and the doctors, it's very important to just also relax. And I've made the decision to be here, and that now I want to just actually struggling to finding a word right now. When you know that it's not in your in your control what's going to happen right now, what the doctors are doing, so you have to give out your control in this case. If I remember the word, I will tell you what I mean. But basically, just give them, let them do what they do best. They are surgeons, and rely on that they are going to do their best. And even if mistakes happen, then so be it. It's not a good thing or a good place to start from, to trust. Exactly. Thank you so much. Trust and just be positive and think positively about what's to come, and find hope in the future. Like hope for the best to happen, because and that's what abundance is also. Abundance is also to feel and to trust the process, and trust that the future will be good, and trust that I already have everything to be happy, and I already have the body I need to be happy. I am making it better. I'm going towards what I feel my body should be like, should look like. That's why I'm undergoing these surgeries. But the feeling of abundance is, I don't need anybody to do anything for me to be happy. I am happy now. It's just that I have chosen to go on this path. I've chosen this journey, and yes, there are going to be or ups and downs, and it's just important to not to forget that if we think negatively, then it's scarcity, and we are adding, like, let's say there is a complication, like in my case, hematoma. If I'm thinking negatively, and if I'm scared, if I am thinking, having bad feelings, I am adding to that complication which already is there. I'm adding negativity, I'm adding stress on top of something which was not optimal in the first place. So yes, and the question how to do this, gratitude is one of the biggest things which we can do, and it's not hard to do. Meditations, self-hypnosis, but meditation and self-hypnosis are practices which are maybe not so easy to do. We have to acquire those, the knowledge how to do that, and practice and do that, and then we will see the results. But gratitude, and that's what I wanted to speak to you today about, is a practice which actually everybody knows how to do. We've been learned or taught how to be grateful for things from when we were really little, from when we were really small children. Like you get something and you're grateful, and it's just that we have to find things to be grateful for, and that might be a bit hard if you are in a situation which is sort of difficult because of those complications, for example. So yes, and how to stay in gratitude, how to find what to be grateful for. That, for example, that can be, for example, that I am grateful for my body, that it is there, and that it does do healing for me. Like every day, every hour, every minute, like the moment I speak, my body is generating new cells. It is healing the wound side. There is a big wound in my body right now because there's been an implanted into my genitals, and that is very, very tough on the body, and I am very, very grateful for it to accept this implant. Somebody came. Können Sie es vielleicht auf den Tisch stellen?
Möchten Sie noch einen Tee oder?
Ja, ein Kräutertee bitte.
Kräutertee mit Zucker oder ohne?
Ohne. Yeah, so if you don't know, I am in Germany, so that was German right now. She asked what kind of tea I would like, or what kind of drink, and I said I want a chamomile tea without sugar. So yes, and it is very important to not to forget that my body does those things by itself. The breathing, the heartbeat, my immune system, my really, really strong immune system, and also that immune system is finding the implant as a foreign body. Dankeschön. My immune system is actually trying to attack the implant, and it will do this for several weeks starting now, and what it will finally do, and there is no, it's just proven fact, it will encapsulate the foreign body, because it will find in the end that it cannot get rid of it. So it will encapsulate the foreign body. And I am incredibly grateful for that technique the body develops and comes up with, because this is the way how the implant will actually stay in place and will not be able to be attacked by some microorganisms. But right now, until then, it can be attacked, and this is the vulnerable time, and all I can do is to hold still, relax, and trust my body, trust the process, and learn how to live together. Exactly, yes, me and the implant, we have to learn how to live together. And so far the most vulnerable place is the suture, which is just the place where the microorganisms can enter my body, and so I have to do all I can do to protect that place, the suture site, meaning I have to just rest. I have to rest a lot, and I can do that, and I can, and that's what I invite you all to do if you are in a situation like that, or in any stressful situation. What we can do is we can remove stress from this situation and practice gratitude, practice mindfulness, and practice meditations in which we calm down, you know, how to remove stress from a situation, calm down and relax. So if like there are self-hypnosis practices where we help our body to heal, but also if you don't know how to do that, what you can do is don't stay in the way, because our bodies, they are very, very intelligent. They know how to heal. If we stress out, we stand in the way and we disturb our bodies in its healing process. So, and that's one thing we can do, is to not stay in the way, to relax, to do breathing exercises, and meditate, and first of all, be grateful. I've just posted a small post today about gratitude. You might know that I'm a life coach, and I have been coaching in Russian until now, mostly. I started coaching in English as well. And what I did was, I did a webinar. That webinar was about, thank you, about self-love and love towards our bodies. You know, we as trans men and trans women as well have to cope a lot with with the struggle of us being perceived from ourselves as wrong, and by others as somehow different, and maybe kind of, some people don't understand what it's like to be transgender, also non-binary people, of course, and what it's like to be just not absolutely identified in the body we are born in, and to be identified with this body. So in that course, I am speaking about some theories, how this comes that we unlearn actually to love ourselves, and then how we can again relearn that technique. And hello, and in that post I am sharing with you a small piece of review from a client of mine who was in that who was on that webinar. And so I'm wondering if I should do such a webinar in English as well, if you think it might be useful. I generally think it is very useful to anybody, because it doesn't matter if we are if a person is transgender or not. In our society there is so much competition going on, so much thought patterns like I am not enough because of competitions, because people think they have to achieve something before they can earn love from other people. And we all also very often think we need to prove that we are worthy of love, and we think that we have to find that love outside of ourselves. And I think, and that's what I'm teaching in that webinar, that we can love ourselves, and that's actually the first thing we have to learn, and afterwards the rest will come. Other people will see our love towards ourselves, and they will also they will love us. But once we learn how to love ourselves, we will not be dependent on their love anymore. So much from me today. Thank you for being awesome, and thank you for supporting me with your comments. You can ask me and support me, and support me in the ways of hi Mika, finding topics for such streams and for posts. And Doctor, hello, my friend. Hello. Yes, and let me know if you think it's a good idea to make such a webinar in English as well, about gratitude, about self-love. There are, there are tools in that webinar how to get rid of bad behaviors against ourselves, and how to learn to love ourselves, to accept ourselves, our bodies. So through which will remove the codependency that can come with relying on someone to love you. Exactly. Yes, I'm good, thank you, Mika. I'm actually finishing this short life. Exactly, yes, I read it, the love. Not love, it wasn't a typo. Thank you very much, and stay awesome. Until next time, I'm going to try to do those streams a bit more frequently.